Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of the Roast in the Ceilings podcast. Today, we're continuing our beloved series, Woman Wins News. So, one of our volunteers, Jaya, has written up some news series for us on recent woman accomplishments. So, we're going to be reading them out to you.
I'm so excited for this. Women Wins is one of my favorite things we do on this podcast. So we're starting off with something Jay has found, which is more local. If you didn't know, Roast and the Ceilings tries to be international, but we are Canadian. We are a Canadian podcast, and this is a Canadian win. So Debbie Johnson was Ontario's very first licensed plumber, and she recently just celebrated 50 years in her career. Wow. What an accomplishment. Wow. Anyways, so she is now retired, but she spends her time encouraging girls to enter trade programs. Just take that in for a second. 50 years ago was the very first licensed female plumber in Ontario. That blows my mind.
Yeah, I thought it would be way further a while back.
When we first read this, both of us had to Google it because we were like, there's no way, right, that the first plumber would have only been female plumber in Ontario would have been only 50 years ago. It was. Because Jaya continues and she writes a bit about her career. She says, so Debbie Johnson started working in her dad's office in the early 1970s. And her dad worked at a plumbing business in Ingersoll, Ontario. And a provincial official actually gave Debbie the opportunity to become a plumbing apprentice. And then in 1977 was when she became Ontario's first female licensed plumber.
That's incredible. And we talk about in this podcast a lot how a young girl was probably able to see, hey, if Debbie Johnson can do it, maybe I can do it too. And that I can't believe it's only been 50 years, but it's so sick.
It's also about that initiative, right? Like Debbie taking that chance to encourage young girls to go into trades. So incredible.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this already. Okay, our next one is Billie Eilish. So Billie Eilish and her brother won the Song of the Year award for Wildflower at the 2026 Grammys, and they became the first songwriters to win 3 times in the Song of the Year category. Wow. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, I love Wildflower. That's one of my favorite songs. During Billie's acceptance speech, she speaks out against ICE. She urged the public to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting. And she continues to say that our voices really do matter and the people matter. And another impactful statement that she added to her speech, which has recently gone viral, is no one is illegal on stolen.
Yeah, that's incredible. I didn't know that she won 3 times in this one category. That some might call her the GOAT of songwriting. Some might be saying that. But I love that. I think Wildflower is just such like a thematic song too. That can apply to so many things. And Billie Eilish is obviously very grounded in what's going on in the world. And I'm glad that she did take the time to kind of speak on it. That takes a lot of courage, definitely, especially at such a big moment like the Grammys.
Yeah, I do like it when artists use their platform to speak about issues that matter to them. And we saw a lot of that at the Grammys this year, so I'm glad to see it. And that's one of my favorite albums. So I'm also happy about that.
Just happy overall, just a good day. Yeah, continuing that theme of kind of speaking about what you're passionate about, our next woman win is about Cheryl Baldwin. So Cheryl is the Vice President of Sustainability Consulting at Pure Strategies. And she was recently awarded the Women in Sustainability Leadership Award. So she was recognized for making huge contributions to sustainability and advancements in the field. And she's also written 3 whole books about sustainability in the food industry. And she's published not just the 3 books aside. She's also been publishing articles, research papers, and playbooks. Like,
okay,
she's accomplished.
Our girl's a writer.
Yeah. I love that. It just shows that like when you're passionate about something, you can make like a huge dent in that industry. Like, though not many people might have been aware of the Women in Sustainability Leadership Award, I'm sure the food industry has not been the same since her work. You know what I mean? Like, you can make that impact. And I think that's such like a moving statement.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much intersection too between things like gender and climate,
Mm,
for example, which I feel for a lot of people it doesn't come first in mind, the
mm,
intersection. So definitely want to check out her articles and her books
mhm.
because I love that she's kind of bringing that to
Yes.
light as a woman in sustainability. I'm sure those intersections have come to light in the people she's worked with.
I think we've explored this a little bit when we did. This is a super old episode for you guys, viewers, but we did an episode about different types of feminism. We covered ecofeminism very briefly, but that kind of ecofeminism is a whole part of feminism that covers that intersection. I think we should go in depth to it sometime because this is so interesting to learn about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it also brings more awareness to the struggles women face around the world still, especially when climate often impacts everywhere, but there's very disproportionate impacts. So, um, yeah, absolutely. Ecofeminism, search it up,
Ecofeminism.
or search up our podcast
Yeah.
episode, even better. All right. Our last woman win today is Pauline Ferrand-Prévot. She became the first French winner of the Tour de France Femmes. And the Tour de France Femmes is an annual women's cycle stage race around France, which is organized by the Amaury Sport Organization. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Um, Her win is significant because she's now known as one of the world's top cyclists.
Ooh.
Wow. Huge. And we had to look up the cycle stage race. We haven't heard of it before, and it's like a multi-day
Mm.
cycle race,
Yeah,
and
it's not just
that's
one
got
race.
stamina.
We were in shock when we Googled this because I don't think I could survive one bike race. This is multiple bike races over multiple days where you have to be the best in each race so that you can win the entire race, which is crazy. And I love that this makes her just one of the best bikers in the world, not just like, in sports a lot of time you're qualified and just like, oh, you're the best female biker, you're one of the best women bikers. But I love that. We've really been pushing equality in sports lately. And if you guys are tuned into the Winter Olympics by chance, this year has been really, really good for many countries trying to even out the amount of female and male athletes they send. So it's been incredible to watch.
Oh my gosh, yes. And in the media, she said she might need a break from cycling, but she really wants to compete in it again. And I love that there's kind of this relentless passion there for her and her sport.
I do. Like, I think the common theme we're seeing in all of these, the wins that we've been presented with today, is that all of them just have like a passion and they followed it. Like, they're all very different. We talked about plumbing, we talked about songwriting, we talked about sustainability in the food industry, we're talking about biking, and they're none of them are the same whatsoever. But it's the fact that they've all found like something they're super, super passionate about, and they just went all in. They went all in, and now they're being celebrated. All of them are being celebrated despite their differences. I love that.
Yes, oh my gosh, I love that synthesis. And hopefully these wins brought some light to your day and brought some feminism and some joy to your day as well. And hopefully you'll be tuned in for the next Woman Wins.
Yeah, always feel free to send us on Instagram through email your wins. We would love to hear them.